that get stressed sometimes about money and you feel like there's just not enough to spend or to do the things that you really need to do? Darling, except you're a toddler or a prince, you worry about money. I worry about money. But the perfect way to not worry about money is if you create a budget and stick with it. So today I'm going to be sharing how to create a budget, what your budget should include, as well as other money saving tips that will help you take hold of your money and be in charge of how your money is being spent. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. So before I go on, if you're new, welcome to Icon Vlogs. On this channel, I share videos on lifestyle, career growth, and personal development. And if you have not subscribed, darling, click it. Click the button. Subscribe now and turn on your post notification bell so that you know every time I post new videos, which is every Wednesday and every Sunday, darling. So now let's get dived into it. Budget not only allows you to take control of your financial direction, but it also provides a benchmark to know whether you're succeeding or whether you need to get a side hustle or more investment plans. So the first thing you need to do is decide to create a budget. Before we go on, list out all your sources of income. First thing you need to do in creating a budget is to categorize. What are the things that you need to be spending your money on? What are the things that you spend your money on? So categorize them. Before you do that, take a look at what your expenses have been for the last 3 months. So that will guide you into what you're going to be spending money on subsequently. So in categorizing, number 1 is essentials. Now this includes the things that you really need, the things that your living depends on, which is food, your rent, water if you buy drinking water, transportation to school or to work, fuel for your car if you have a car, gas, so light bills, water bills, your internet. These are essential, so write them down. Also under essentials are if you are on immune boosters or vitamins or supplements, health supplements and so that goes under essentials. Next category is security. Now under security are your loans or your debts that you're trying to pay off. So if you're paying a mortgage or you're paying off a debt or your student loans or whatever, that goes into security because you need to sort out your debt as soon as possible. Next category is lifestyle category. Now under lifestyle is where you have your skincare, your body cream, your beauty, your makeup, your hair, your nails, personal grooming. Under this is also your gym membership, your Netflix subscription, if you're hanging out with friends, your dinner, or your movie or whatever, that goes under lifestyle. The next is goals. Whatever it is that you're saving up for, that goes under goals. So you want to buy a car, you want to buy a house, you want to build a house, you want to purchase new filming gears, you want to take a trip to Dubai or Hawaii or to America. That goes under your goals. Lastly is discretionaries. Now I leave this to your discretion. What are the other things that you spend money on? It's not as essential as essentials, but you still see that from your last 3 months budget or expenses rather, you have been spending money on that. So under that can be gifts for friends on their weddings or birthdays or Christmas. Under that could also be getting a massage or going to a spa. They are not so much as priority, but then there are things that you have actually been spending money on. And if there are things that you need to cut, this is the time to actually cut them off your list, of your budget, and then we move on. Next thing, I don't know if I said this earlier, but next thing in creating and planning a budget is to write it down. And no one keeps a proper track of their money if it is all here. Nobody. So make sure you write it down. Now you can use the old school way and use your pen and paper and just keep a diary of it. You could go digital and work your budget on your Excel spreadsheet or Google Sheets. You can even go more advanced by using a budgeting app. which I really recommend. I use a budgeting app as well as an Excel spreadsheet. I love statistics. I want to see where my money is going to. I track everything because I believe that what is not tracked, or the things that you cannot track, you cannot manage. So if you can track your money, you can manage your money. The next thing you need to do is stick to the budget and track your expenses. So now we're in a new month of May. This is the 3rd of May. So let's say you've created a budget now for May today. You have to stick to the budget. Let's say you have a budget of 50,000 naira to spend on everything listed in all your categories for this month of May. When it is 8th of May and you have already spent 40,000 naira, darling, you have just 10,000 naira to spend. You're not tapping out from any other place. You're sticking to your budget, because you need to be frugal and very prudent when you're talking about your money, because that way you'll be able to pay off your debts. You'll be able to go on that vacation that you're saving up for without feeling worried or stressed of what you would eat when you come back from that vacation. So yes, stick to the budget. Next is to track your expenses. You need to keep receipts. Keep receipts of everything you buy, from your groceries to everything, when you pay your light bills, your transport, so that at the end of the month, you would properly be able to strategize and see if you're actually sticking to your budget and you're doing well in keeping your budget intact. The next thing you want to do is to update and reevaluate or re-strategize. That is at the end of the month, comparing your actuals with your budget. So let's say under your budget of 50,000 naira that we're using as an example, you have to spend 12k on groceries, on food generally. And at the end of this month of May, you notice that you only spent 9,500 naira. Darling, that means you have an extra 2,500 naira to put somewhere else. And no, I don't mean put into getting jewelries or for makeup or for more beauty products. No. That goes into savings, and I'll explain that later. Let's talk about the extra cash. Darling, save it. Let's say your income for every month is 100,000 naira and you have a budget of 50,000 naira. That means that you have 50,000 naira to save. Now, let's say out of the 50,000 naira that was also included in your budget, you spent only 42,000 naira. That means you also have 8,000 naira to save. Now, let's talk about what to do with this money, because I'm saying save. Okay, what do you save your money in? How do you save your money? I would really recommend that you have an actual savings account. Now, that is one of the ways you can save. And when you have a savings account and you have the debit card and you're cashing in every day, darling, you ain't saving. So make sure that your savings account, you're very prudent and frugal with it. Now, another way of saving money basically is also investing. Investment is one of the great ways even to make more money while you're even saving money. Now, what do you invest money in? You can invest in stocks, you can invest in foreign exchange. Before you invest, I beg you, before you invest, do enough research. Properly research everything you need to know about that business, about forex, about stocks, that particular stock. Get all the information that you need on that investment before you put your money into it. The next thing that you can also do in terms of investment is get proper documentation. A lot of people fault and lose a lot of money when they want to cash out of their investments and they don't have the documents. They've lost it, or they never requested for it. Every document that needs to be signed, go over it with your financial officer. Make sure you're talking to an expert and you're getting proper documentation of every of your investments. Darling, you don't want to cry, okay? I don't want you to cry. Now, the last thing you can invest in, just guess, and this is like the most important, yourself. Darling, invest in yourself. If there's something you've been wanting to get, there's a new skill that will really help your career or your profession, get that skill, get that certification, learn about it. If you want to learn tailoring or learn photography to improve your marketing strategies for your business, learn it. Investing in yourself would turn over into much more money at the end of the day. So that's a very great way to also invest your money. So lastly, let me share some money saving tips. One of these money saving tips that I have been using very effectively is rather than going out. My dear, sit at home. If you have friends that you want to go out for dinner or go out for drinks, darling, stay at home, stay in your house, or order a bottle of wine. See, the amount of money you would spend in purchasing a glass of wine, you would spend that money buying like 2 or 3 big bottles of great wine. Darling, stay at home. Invite your friends over. Cook. It could be a movie night, it could be a game night. Have fun. I feel like it's more interesting when you even have a lot of people at home, because you all are not like rushing and wanting to like order more so that you stay in the restaurant, or order more so that you stay at the club or stay at that bar or the lounge, and then you spend more money. Now, if you cannot take responsibility of that dinner or that cost alone, of course, if you're inviting friends over, you can also ask them to chip in some money, and you can split bills and have fun properly. So sometimes instead of going out, you can stay at home. Now, I'm not saying don't go out and have fun. Of course you can, but when you're thinking so much of saving money, it's not every time that you should go out and give that restaurant so much money. Okay, yes. So next thing is to use student discounts. How many of you know about student discounts? How many of you know about student discounts? Why are you not using it? There's so many discounts for students in cinemas, in lounges, even on online stores. Some give discounts for students. So research, find out if it's every Tuesday by 7 p.m. That's the perfect time to order those things, because darling, you're getting a discount. Also, there are a lot of online shops that have celebrities or ambassadors that are affiliated to them, in like Amazon or Jumia or Konga, and then you see sometimes that they post links and say, oh, if you order, you get 20% off using my discount code. Why are you not using that discount code? Why? Use discount codes and save money. So yes, I hope you found this video very, very informative and helpful in terms of creating a budget, sticking to your budget, and saving money for those amazing goals that you have. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell so that you get notified every time I post new videos. Till the next video, I love you. You're an icon.